stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up.
Yo, what's up, guys? I am back here with sign up series number 276, and let's go racing. And we are going to kick things off with the black and green Bone Shaker, also known as the Evil Goblin, taking on 32 Degrees. And good race at 32 Degrees takes the win. Next up, we have Tiger Shark taking on Ice Alien Invasion. It's gonna be, what a save by Tiger Shark, but Alien Invasion takes the win. Next up, we have Skeleton Crew taking on Fire Monster Mutt Rottweiler. It's gonna be Skeleton Crew as it runs into the bed. Next up, we have Yeti taking on the Orange SS Camaro. And it's gonna be the Camaro with the win. Next up, we have Chewbacca versus John Cena. And it's gonna be John Cena with the win. Next up, we have Fire Gravedigger versus the Six Stuff Hotweiler. And it's gonna be Hotweiler with the win. Next up, we have Yoshi versus Podium Crasher. And it's gonna be Yoshi with the win. Next up, we have the Battle of the Bulls, Iso Toro Loco and Steer Clear. And it's gonna be Iso Toro Loco. Next up, we have the Undertaker and Scorcher. It's gonna be, sorry about the shaky camera, but Scorcher takes the win. Next up, we have Fire Zombie and Torque Terror. It's gonna be, ooh, look at that. It seems that Zombie pushed Torque Terror's way to victory, but nonetheless, Torque Terror takes the win. Next up, we have Pure Muscle taking on Mario. It's gonna be Mario with the win. Next up, we have a battle of supervillains, Bowser versus Darth Vader. And it looks like that Bowser takes the win. Next up, we have Roger Dodger and Sriracha. And it's gonna be Roger Dodger. Next up, we have Luigi taking on Plankton. And although Plankton has only been in 4 sign-up series events, he has never won a race on my channel. Can he win this time? No, he cannot. Luigi takes the win over Plankton. Next up, we have Baja Buster taking on Ice Dalmatian. It's gonna be close, but Baja Buster takes the win. Next up, we have Wildfire taking on Operation Stomp. And it looks like good race, very good runs for both trucks, but Wildfire barely edges out Operation Stomp, and Wildfire takes the win. Next up, we're gonna have the Ice Soldier Fortune versus Hot Wheels Delivery. It's gonna be Soldier Fortune taking the win. Next up, we have Ice Dragon taking on Abysmal. It's gonna be Abysmal, I think. Yes, Abysmal takes the win. Next up, we have Fire Megalodon taking on Gold Loco Punk. And it's gonna be Golden Loco Punk, excuse me. And the final race of round number 1 is gonna feature the first Fire and Ice battle of the sign-up series. We have Ice Blue Thunder and Fire Max D. And it looks like that it's gonna be Max D as he rolls his way to victory. Alright guys, here we are with round number 2. We are gonna kick things off with 32 Degrees and Ice Alien Invasion. And it looks like it's gonna be 32 Degrees with the win. Next up, we got a Hangout Squad battle right here. We have Mega Monster Jam 97A in the Orange Camaro and Monster Jam Planet in Skeleton Crew. And it looks like that Skeleton Crew is gonna take the win over the Camaro. Next up, we have the Six Stuff Hotweiler taking on John Cena. It's gonna be Hotweiler with the win. Next up, we have the Iso Toro Loco taking on Yoshi. It's gonna be very close. Closest race of the day so far. But just barely, El Toro Loco takes the win. Next up, we have Torque Terror and Scorcher. It's gonna be Scorcher with the win. Next up, and for the second time in a row in my sign-up series, we have Mario versus Bowser. And Bowser, once again, defeats Mario. Next up, we have Luigi taking on Roger Dodger. It's gonna be, they both flip, but the race is very, very close. But Roger Dodger takes the win. Next up, we have Wildfire taking on Baja Buster. It's gonna be Wildfire with so far the best run of the day. Next up, we have Ice Soldier Fortune taking on Abysmal. It's gonna be Abysmal with the win. And the final race of round number 2 is gonna feature Fire Max D and the Gold Loco Punk. It's gonna be... that is very close. Wow. But Fire Max D takes the win. Alrighty guys, here we are with round number 3. 10 trucks remain. We're gonna kick things off with 32 Degrees and Skeleton Crew. It's gonna be Skeleton Crew with the win. Next up we have Ice El Toro Loco versus the 6 Stuff Hotweiler. It's gonna be El Toro Loco with the win. Next up we have Bowser and Scorcher. And it's gonna be Bowser with the win. Next up we have Wildfire taking on Roger Dodger. And it's gonna be Wildfire with the win. And the final race of round number 3 is gonna feature Abysmal and Fire Max D. It's gonna be Abysmal with the win. Alrighty guys, we're down to the quarterfinals. We're down to 5 trucks, but we're gonna need fast loser races to make it from 5 to 8. So here are the races. We're gonna have 3 of them. First, it's going to be 32 Degrees versus 6 Stuff Hotweiler. Then it's going to be Scorcher versus Roger Dodger. Then we're going to have a triple threat race between Fire Max D, Yoshi, and Mario. So without further ado, let's kick things off with 32 Degrees and 6 Stuff Hotweiler. It's going to be 32 Degrees. Next up, we have Scorcher versus Roger Dodger. It's gonna be Scorcher with the win. And the final fast loser race is gonna be between Mario, Yoshi, and Fire Max D. And Yoshi's gonna take the win. Alright guys, here we are with the quarterfinals of Sign Up Series 276. Let's go over the field of trucks. Inside of Skeleton Crew, we have Monster Jam Planet. Inside of the Ice El Toro Loco, we have Blaze Starfire. Inside of Bowser, we have Rolando Armendariz. Inside of Wildfire is Sarah. Inside of Abysmal, who has been on a roll ever since he joined my channel just a few events ago, his driver is Shane McCarty. Inside of 32 Degrees, we have Chase the Star. Inside of Scorcher, we have Dolores Simmons. And inside of Yoshi, we have Victor Jones, 16. So we are going to kick things off with Skeleton Crew and Ice El Toro Loco. And the winner's going to be... oh, that's close. Very close. But El Toro Loco takes the win over Skeleton Crew. Next up we have Wildfire versus Bowser. And Bowser takes the win. Next up, we have 32 Degrees versus Abysmal. And it's gonna be Abysmal with the win. And the final race of the quarterfinals is gonna be between Yoshi and Scorcher. It's gonna be Scorcher with the win. Now we are down to the semifinals of Sign Up Series 276. Inside of the Ice El Toro Loco, we have Blaze Starfire. Inside of Bowser, we have Rolando Armendariz. Inside of Abysmal, we have Shane McCarty. And inside of Scorcher, we have Dolores Simmons. We are going to kick things off with El Toro Loco versus Bowser. It's going to be Bowser with the win. Who's going to meet Bowser in the championship race? It's either going to be Shane McCarty in Abysmal or Dolores Simmons in Scorcher. It's going to be Abysmal. Alrighty guys, here is the championship race. Inside of Abysmal, who has been phenomenal ever since he joined my channel, we have Shane Licardi. And he made it to the championship race, I believe, 2 events ago, but fell just short, and he's looking to get revenge right now. But inside of Bowser, who's been looking good all day as well, we have Rolando Armendariz. And if Bowser wins this, he will be the first of the 4 Super Mario Monster trucks to take the win. But nonetheless, we got 2 fast trucks here, so let's crown a champion. The winner of Sign Up Series 276 is gonna be none other than Rolando Armendariz in Bowser. Unbelievable. He cuts in front of Shane Licardi, and Bowser takes a huge upset win over probably one of the fastest Hot Wheels monster trucks in my collection. Unbelievable. Bowser's taking the win. Rolando, congratulations, dude. To be honest, I knew Bowser was getting faster slowly and stuff, but I did not know that he had what it took to take down Abysmal. But congratulations, man. Shane, you did great, bro. Just better luck next time, man. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Great racing, everyone. Congratulations to Rolando Armendariz inside of Bowser for taking the win. And I will see you guys in the next video.
We ain't got touch, he gon' ride. You my slime, you my slime. Young gon' go on my prime.